Good day, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to my channel. I'm Dr. Nduma, and I'm going to be talking about networking today. How to network in a way that is going to guarantee you the most amount of interviews during the ERAS application cycle. Stick around and enjoy. Networking is a very integral part of matching into US residency. Personal experience. First time I applied for US residency, I did not get any interviews. Second time I applied, I got one interview and I did not match. Third time I applied, I got a bunch of interviews. And a couple of things changed. And for the most part, networking was a very big deal. Yes, I kept modifying my personal statements. I kept pushing for better letters of recommendation and understood the system. But most importantly, I networked. And networking, I believe, gave me most of the interviews that I had. And so I'll be talking about how you can network to maximize the number of interviews that you get during the ERAS application cycle. The first thing you have to do is to research, carry out research. I would say it is a very integral part of networking. What do I mean by research? You want to look at programs that fit the kind of profile that you have in terms of your year of graduation, in terms of your USMLE scores, in terms of your visa status, in terms of the kind of candidates that are in the program and whether they look like you in terms of your career aspirations and so on. So that's the first thing you want to do. You want to do that research and look for the programs that fit you the most and that you stand the most chance of matching into. And if you do that, then you have a list, and that will be a lot of work. It sounds so simple and easy, but it's a lot of work. And once you're putting that work and you have this list, the next thing is to strategize and then start making the moves for networking. The common way I see a lot of people network is to go for conferences. That is actually a really very good thing to do. But you don't just go for conferences and sit there and look at places. I would say you have to strategize what you do during these conferences. The first big thing which I think can make you shine out during a conference is to submit an abstract. You don't have to be a resident to submit an abstract to attend a conference, an academic conference. Anybody can submit an abstract, and if the abstract is accepted, then you have the opportunity to present. There are a lot of people working on a couple of projects that can be submitted. And if you just are looking for information, join Facebook groups, join WhatsApp groups, join Telegram groups, and search, you're going to see people working on abstracts that are going to be submitted to some of these conferences. And so when you go to a conference, if you're one of the lucky ones that have an abstract accepted, accepted, then once you go for this conference, now you have your list and you have your target. So you go around, you look for people who are from the program that are on your list, the list that you carry out the research for, and then you invite those people to come and listen to your presentation, and that's a way to shine. And then after that, you can now ask for exchange of contacts and all of that, story and discussion. That is a very good place to start connecting. There is a good place to start connecting, and that will be it. So if you can do that, then you have the first part covered, and you kind of shine. You're doing something, you come out as somebody who is pushful, and so you get a chance. Now if you don't have the opportunity to have a network, but you know someone who is going for this conference and attending, that also helps, or someone who is pretty popular, that will be the second step. Go with this person, sit by them, and have them introduce you to all the people. You still have your list. There are a lot of other people you meet over there. Don't miss any chance to network. Have your list. Have this person introduce you to the various people from the various programs that you are looking into, and to other programs that you may not have been looking forward to. You never know where your interview is going to come from, and then have these people connect and introduce you, and then you get business cards and all that, and put it together, and that's how you get to meet people and connect with people during conferences. Now, third scenario, during a conference, you don't know anyone, and so you just show up to a conference. Then this is not the time to be shy. I know for most of us, especially from African and maybe even some of the Asian cultures, we are usually shy. We have a lot of respect for authority, and so we go to places, and when we see others, we kind of stay quiet and stay to the background as a sign of respect. That is not going to help you in this case. You have to be proactive in this situation. Go out there, be pushful, meet people, introduce yourself to them, talk, express yourself, talk about your dreams, talk about your vision, you know, prepare your 1 minute speech. As soon as you meet anyone, you lay your 1 minute speech, and your 1 minute speech to be defined enough for anyone to know exactly who you are and what you want. And then, figure out a way how to push that forward, get email addresses, get business cards, and you know, and that's how you network during a conference. So networking is one part of it. Conferences is one part of networking. Sorry. The next thing will be sending out emails and connecting on social media, Twitter, Instagram, and all these other social media, LinkedIn. I've seen a lot of people who can use this very well. I personally am not an expert in social media, but a host of other people, I think I'll bring someone up, to my videos who has a little more experience in this to talk to you all. But I mean, going on LinkedIn, I see a lot of people send me friend requests on LinkedIn. They are aspirants. I look through their resumes. I have a lot of people on LinkedIn, and um, you know, just connecting like that is enough. And meeting a lot of people, you can meet program directors on LinkedIn, you can connect with them, you can meet program directors on Twitter, send them friend requests. Don't be weird, because if you're weird, it's gonna actually mess things up than make it better for you. So you have to be very diplomatic in your approach to connecting with people. Send them friend requests, and then be tactical and don't ask dumb questions, because that is also gonna set you out. And if you doubt what a dumb question is, you can reach out and let's connect. Ask questions that are going to stimulate whoever is on the other end want to respond to you, and then from there you break that bridge, and then you start communicating, and before you know it, that's how it works. And so there are a lot of also stories on how people have used Twitter during the soap to get positions, tweets going viral, and somehow someone who did not match into residency during the regular match had this barrage of interviews thrown at them during the soap, just through a Twitter um, tweet that went viral. So that's another way you can do it. And the third way that I've also seen a lot of people do, and which I believe is even more powerful, is driving over to programs. Now, I have a friend who is from Canada. He matched in the program where I did my PGY1 at, and he left Canada all the way and came to that program, and met the program coordinator, introduced himself, said he came all the way from Canada and he has been looking at this program and he really wants to match here. He wants to know what is going on. They had a very nice long discussion, exchange numbers, and he went ahead, applied, and you know after he sent his application, he let the program coordinator know that he has sent his application out, and lo and behold, the program coordinator picked interest in him. He got interview and he got matched. And so there are these stories out there, and I also know two or three other people who drove out to programs and did something pretty similar and ended up with interviews. So I would say, pick two or three or even as many rural programs as you can do. Drive up to these rural programs and meet people in the programs. Meet the residents, meet the program coordinator. If you get the chance to even meet the program director, why not? But the program coordinators, their job is to sell out the program. And so if you show up and you're an aspiring candidate, they will definitely give you audience. They'll welcome you in the office. They'll even give you snacks and all that stuff. And they'll listen to whatever you have to say and answer all of your questions. And so it's very important that, you are able to do this. If you do that and you do it effectively, I'm pretty sure that if you do that for 4 or 5 programs, 2 of them are probably going to extend your interviews, because people connect more with who they see rather than who they read from. You can send 20, 100 emails and probably get 1 or 2 responses. But if you actually drive up to a program, talk to them, go around, see the program, you know, explore, go around and see everything, talk to people in the program, meet the program coordinator and possibly even the program director, and discuss with these people, you're going to be memorable. They're going to think about you, and somehow you're going to probably end up landing with an interview. And so if you use these measures, I believe very strongly that you would definitely land an interview. So thank you, and please like, share, subscribe, and help others who are trying to match into residency. Good luck on your hustle. Bye.